Yappity yap.
Yappity yap. Don't
Got
talk.
it. Got the yappity yap app. There you go.
Yappity yap. Don't talk back. And we are live. We're live, I believe. It's taken a minute, and I think my internet over here is kind of on the crap side. So if I die out on you guys, then
Okay.
you gotta say something, because my son's birthday's today, so he's in there streaming, and if he's in there streaming, then it takes a minute for me to work my magic over here.
Okay.
But anyways, I think that we're online. I think that we're live. That's always good, right?
Yeah.
I can't pull up the chat. So if you guys can keep an eye on the chat, if anybody's asking any questions, let's go ahead and ask them. But I think tonight is just going to be talking about paramotors. I mean, go figure. I mean, today, this is episode 93. Holy smokes. It's Cameron's birthday. We had hibachi. I'm full. I'm ready to fall asleep. So that's the end of the show. Have a great night. No, wait, no. Okay. All right. Tonight, we're just going to be talking about paramotors. My name is Sean Symons, AKA PPG Grandpa and PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, unless you're watching us on ClearPropTV.com. Who do we have in the house with us? We got Brian. Hey, Bill Waller. What's up, buddy? Woot, woot.
How's it going?
Good. Glad that you made it here, bud.
Yeah, man, just another day in paradise in southern Alabama. It's too windy to fly, and but I've got a lot of flights in this, and we're going to talk about that more in a little while.
I want to hear about your flights, absolutely. Now, if we can get Linda Anderson to do some flights, then we could really be talking about something.
Oh, that would be. I would make the news and everything.
I know, you'd make the para news.
I know. You never know. You never know.
Well, we got Linda Anderson. She's our cheerleader. Welcome, Linda Anderson. We appreciate you. If you want to be on this show, all you have to do is go to paramomusa.com. It forwards over to our Facebook page. And apparently we have a couple of people that are booked for the next couple of weeks. That's awesome. So thank you, Linda, for booking people. Appreciate that.
I love it. I do. I just kind of, get on Facebook and see who's out there. And like I said, I'm very choosy about who I get on the show and everything, because that's how I roll.
You hear that, guys? She's really choosy, so you better be be cool. Be really cool when you chat with her.
It's all good.
I know, right? We also got Will Fly from willflyppg.com, and we're definitely happy that you are here. Thank you for joining us. You got a bunch of new stuff that popped out recently, haven't you, on your channel?
Yeah, I just released a new video tonight. It's called Power of Lies, and yeah, just have to check it out.
Check it out. A spelling error, or was that intentional?
No, that's not a spelling error.
Okay, so I was about to jump in on and make fun of you. So
yeah. So we're gonna have to check that out. And in case you're listening to this and not watching this, make sure you go to willflyppg.com and check out his latest video. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We also got JP Tulo in the house. He's also known as TikTok Tulo. The only person I know that has a cat that punches him in the junk and makes 2 million hits.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here. Always a pleasure.
Good to see you. How's your TikTok going?
Oh, it's petering. It's just,
Petering after I just said a cat punching you in the junk. That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. We also got Jim from Canada, He lets us know that his money smells like honey. No, maple, right? Is that it? Does your money smell like honey? Money honey or money maple?
Maple syrup, yeah.
Maple syrup. Well, you do a lot of printing and you do stuff up in Canada for us and for anybody else that wants to. Tell us a little bit about your company and how we can get up with you.
Yeah, sure. I can do all sorts of different printing for people, stickers, business forms, checks, whatever you need.
Oh, you can send checks? I love it. Send us checks.
Yeah, they won't be signed, I promise.
Okay. So if somebody wants some stickers, how do they get up with you so you can make stickers?
You can come to carepp.com and you can connect with us and we'll get you whatever you need. We've got contour stickers, we have signs, whatever type you need, we can do it.
Sounds pretty awesome, and definitely appreciate all the stickers and cool stuff that you made for us. You're awesome, A. We appreciate you, A. That's what it's all about, right? All right. So anyways, tonight we're going to be talking about paramotors, as always. Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk? Who has the story that they want to talk to about paramotors first? Was it Brian or was it Will? Who wants to talk about that?
Thank you.
It was Brian.
Brian. All right, Brian. If you want it, buddy, you got the stage, and tell us about that thing that you weren't going to tell us until we're on the air. So I'm pretty anxious.
Oh man, it is no big deal. It's just a small milestone, a bicentennial flight. I just made that up. It was my 200th flight.
I like the bicentennial. That was pretty good.
It's all good.
But anyway, yeah, it was, I got 120 hours on my motor. So you can do the math, that's a little over a half hour on my flight. I started out at a half hour until I got my trike, and then my flights got a lot longer because I always took off with a full tank. I fly as much as I can, and my dad was up in the air with me, so that was awesome. I ended it with a dead stick, about 1,000 feet, killed my engine, which was another milestone. I was always kind of a little scared to hit that kill switch when I was in the air until I accidentally did it, and realized that I could recrank my engine midair pretty quick. And after that, now I've purposely done it a few times. So that was pretty cool. Going up to 1,000 feet, killing the engine, and just listening to the air, glide by, just hearing the whistle on the riser lines, and then greasing and landing on the runway. So yeah, it was a good day yesterday, no doubt. 200 flights.
That is awesome. Now, we know that you just started doing the retractor trike. So how many foot launches do you have, and how many retractor trike launches and flights do you have?
Hold on a second. Let me check the logbook. I keep one, and it's got every flight I've ever had in it, except for the first 26, which were during training. So my first flight in the book is flight 27. Oh, man, I'm going to have to go back. Let's see, the retractor. Let's see, Walton.
So real quick, everybody that's in the chat right now, let us know, do you have a written logbook? Or if you're not flying yet, will you have a written logbook for all your flights? Just curious.
All right. So I just had my 200th flight, and flight 129 was my first retractor flight. That was June 14th. So in that 5 months, I've gone from 129 flights to 200 flights. I'm flying more often. So my last 71 flights were on the trike. I haven't foot launched since.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, I know. Real men launch with their feet, not wheels. I hear you, Will. I got the vibe, but you know what? I have a lot of fun.
That's what it's all about.
It is. And like I said before, the trikes are great when you go to a fly-in and you have to go across the field because the wind is blowing the wrong way from where you are. And it's easier to, drive over there than it is to hump your big old paramotor over there. I'm just saying. So it's nice to have options. You see what I did? My name is Sean. Options. Okay. It's nice to have options to do such a thing. Anything else, Brian?
Just dodging more hay bales like normal, man. It's peanut season down here, and most of the peanut farmers, with all the extra foliage after they pick the peanuts, they are required to bale them. So, man, we are just loaded. Like every other field's got hay bales in it. And I've been getting low a lot, but I've been a little nervous about it because dove season's in, and I just found out they're not required to wear hunter's orange. And I've been looking for orange spots, and I've been flying low. So, yeah, I haven't got shot yet, knocking on wood. But it is a fear in the back of my mind. You know, there's guys out there with guns, and if I'm buzzing low around hay bales, screwing up their dove hunting, they might not be happy.
Exactly.
I've never heard of someone shooting a paramotor. Have you guys heard of anyone shooting a paramotor before?
I've heard of the threat.
Yeah, I've heard of the threat too. Anybody in the chat, have you guys heard anything about people flying getting shot by hunters? I haven't, so hopefully there has not been any. Will Fly, you went from Adam 80 to a Moster 185, and from what I heard, you're never gonna go back to 80.
No,
Tell us a little bit about the transition and how much do you weigh and why you went from Adam 80 to Moster 185?
I went from the Adam 80 to the Moster 185 because I was ready for some more power. I felt like, you know, it was time to make the transition. I knew it could be done safely, and I'm glad I did. As I'm not going to, no spoilers here, but in my next video, the reason why I'm really glad I did, it becomes apparent. I was thinking yesterday that, you know, we were talking about forward launches and no-win launches and all that stuff, and I can do a forward launch, not a problem. And now tell me if I'm wrong. If you can do a no-win launch in an Adam 80, you could definitely do it in a Moster.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
So I say that because I believe that spending so much time on the Adam 80 made me a better pilot.
That's
because of the extra control. I mean, the more time you spend running on the ground is more time you got to control that wing. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as the just the kiting of it, but yeah, I was ready. I was ready for the power, and I'm glad I made the change.
I wonder if you would be able to trike transition pretty quickly because you went from Adam 80 to the Moster 185. If you jumped in a trike, it'd probably be really easy for you. What do you think about them?
Yeah, I mean, is it because of the extra kiting that's required with trike training? I mean, with trike flying?
It sounds like it.
Very possible. What's JP sharing here? He's gonna do a.
I was just showing everyone how to get to your video.
Okay.
So there it is.
Thank you, man.
If you guys
I got a
don't know
couple
how
quick questions for Brian, if I could.
Yeah.
I was wondering about with the retractor trike, and you go up. You say you go up about 1,000 feet. Is that like the highest you normally will go?
Yeah, generally I rarely get higher than that. I've gone up to 2,500 feet, my paramotor at home, AGL, but you know, I rarely get above 500 feet.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what it is, but I just feel so much more comfortable above 1,000 feet. I guess I feel like I can float down.
As you should, man, as you should. You know, altitude is your friend when it comes to safety, for sure.
So I was
But
wondering.
I'm a low and flow flyer, you know, low and slow.
Okay. When you cut your engine off and you've at around 1,000 feet and you've got the retractor trike, have you ever landed it without the engine right from 1,000 feet?
A few times now. Yeah. So basically, when I'm coming in for, I probably should have put out some video of it. I have it, but basically, you know, I put my landing gear out there, and the very first time I did my engine off, I had what I thought was plenty of altitude, and I made a mistake. I did a spiral around. I was at the southern end of our runway, and what I did was I turned my back on the LZ. And when you have your engine off, apparently you're never supposed to do that. Turn your back on the LZ. Always keep your eye on it and into the wind if possible. So when I was making that last spiral around, I was like, oh crap, man, I might not have gave myself enough room because I was trying to land at the southern end of the runway when I had 1,500 feet of runway. There was no reason for it. So I learned my lesson on that one. and I did it a lot better the next few times. But yeah, get up there 1,000 feet, and I kill it. I keep my eyes on the, I have a point picked out halfway down the runway where I'm trying to land, because I'm trying to dial in the spot landings as well. And it's nothing to it. When you know the weather conditions are right and you got plenty of runway, it's pretty easy. The first few times landing without power, what you need to make sure you do is not flare too early. You need to fly that bad boy to the ground, and at the last minute you're going to flare. You only get one opportunity at it, so you don't want to burn it up too quick.
For sure. Have you ever tried landing your retractor trike by foot, or do you always?
No, not yet. I've thought about it. We had a guy on the show. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But he's got a retractor trike, and he landed it by foot 3 times just to see if he can do it. So I know it can be done, but I have not attempted it yet.
Okay.
And,
well, I'm looking forward to hearing about that.
I probably will not. That's not on my bucket list.
It's one you want to hope to avoid, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, that's a good thing I've never thought about that. But I guess I need to film me coming in with my trike and land on my feet, because I've done that a couple times.
Well, I was just thinking, depending on the terrain that you have to land in, like let's say your engine goes out and you just don't have optimal terrain for a trike. You might want to land on your feet. You might want to be prepared for that.
Good questions, Jim. Yeah, I'm like really listening to this going, I never thought of that.
With that extra weight of the trike, you come in a little bit faster than you normally do. You can actually pull your trims all the way in and take a couple wraps. So when you come in, as you're getting closer, you can slow yourself, air brake yourself down, slow down, and then right at that last moment, push it, and you can come in and just sort of land on your feet or land on your wheels. Really soft. I'm going to have to video that.
I've actually been practicing that, stall your wing as you're landing technique a little bit, a couple times on my retractor trike, trying to minimize that speed, maximum flare. I fly over cotton a lot. I've got some pretty good video lately, man, of me flying over it, and I'm worried about having an engine out over it, because that's probably the nastiest crop to land in. It'll shred you up. So if I ever have to do it at the last minute, I want to know that I can have the minimal amount of speed to help myself.
So you do a lot of spot landings, right? I mean, you practice a lot of that. You get up to 1,000 feet, cut your engine, and try to spot land, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to get my PPG 3, which I have not done yet. I've definitely got the amount of flights in. I think you need 120 flights. I've got 200. You need to be able to spot land, and hopefully next time up here in North Carolina training, I'll be able to get that rating.
That would be awesome. Yeah, spot landing is a fun thing to do, and a very important skill to have too. Just like Brian said, if you're coming in, if you have a motor out, you really need to know that. All right, I'm looking around. I have a motor out. I can land right there in that one spot, and that you'll be able to nail it, and that's a good thing to have. Let's see, is Will here? Yeah, there you are. Will, have you ever done any spot landings, and have you practiced them? And if you have, you might want to unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Dang, man, got me again. Yeah, I do practice them on every single landing. I mean, I make it a point to pick the spot where I'm going to land. And so 100% yes on practicing. I don't just go out to practice, but since I do it on every single landing, it's become a lot easier.
Oh, that's interesting. Jim, do you do the same thing when you go out and land? Do you actually practice spot landings, or?
I definitely practice them. I have never succeeded though.
How do you practice your spot landings? You just assume that, when you come in, you're like, okay, I'm going to hit that spot when I land. Is that how you're doing it?
Yes, I've done that a few times and I don't know what it is, but I cannot seem to get anywhere close to exactly where I want to. Like I'm a good 20 feet away from where I want to land.
Well, here's something if you think about, I'm sorry, Will, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I try to aim and I pick a point that I want to land and then I come back about 30 feet and that's the spot that I use. That's my aiming point. So I give myself time to flare and do all the extras.
I think one of the things that I do though is I let totally off of my brakes at the very end so that I can just kind of coast in. Not let, yeah, I put my arms as high as I can so I can coast in and get as much speed so that I have a lot of a flare authority. And so that I'm not draining the energy in my wing, so to speak.
So are you coming in flat? Are you like real flat, or are you coming in and then going down?
I go pretty much down. And that's why I've started trying to put my wing at neutral position, because I found that the moment I release my brakes, I lose momentum and then I speed up and I start going to the ground. So I try and stay a good 30 feet up before I do that so that I have lots of momentum when I get to the ground so that I can flare and slow down and land smoothly.
What do you do, John?
Well, what I was thinking is too, it's like, there are like 3 different spots when you land. Okay. It's your landing where your feet land, right? And then where you end up, walking on the ground. And the third one is where your wing falls. So when you spot land, those are 3 things that you need to think about. Where are you going to land? Where are your feet going to hit? Where are you going to run to? And where's your wing going to drop? Because that might be something that you need in the future, especially if you're trying to land at a fly-in, where you have people around you and stuff like that. So maybe that's something that you can think about too. It's like, okay, my feet will land there. I'll end up there and I'll turn around and I'll kite my wing there, so that's something that you can think about as you're coming down instead of just where your feet land.
Yeah, it comes in real good when you're trying to drop your wing on top of your buddy while he's filming.
Yeah.
I need to practice, that's for sure.
One thing that for me, it's really important is if I've had 3 engine outs, and to be able to pick the place where you're going to land, man, that's critical. That being said, if I have an engine out and I got my field picked out, I always land smack dab in the middle of the field. I mean, just because, if I don't know the field, that is, if it's unfamiliar, it's just, I'm overly cautious, I guess, about that. I'd rather have to walk a little while than be able to fly the next day.
I always tend to try to get to the closest road that I can. Matter of fact, all my engines out, I ended up right next to the road because I don't want to hump my paramotor, across the field when I can just like land it gently next to a road. And that way it's easy to get picked up too.
I definitely want a field that's close to a road. And so, what's funny about that is I've never not had help. There's always somebody that stops and is like, hey, are you okay? Or, what is that thing? Is that thing safe to fly? So, yeah, good point.
Say, Brian, you had mentioned something the last week, I think it was, about a 1 foot rule, where when you're just coasting to land, and there was some kind of a 1 foot theory.
Oh, using your foot for glide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I practiced that yesterday, actually. Yeah, when you're flying level flight, not doing any acro or anything like that, you're not climbing or descending a lot, take one of your feet, stick it out straight and level, and keep your foot up at 90 degrees, and look at where your toes point. And that spot is likely where you can glide to, and practice that a few times. And you'll get a feel of it. Obviously, wind direction, wind speed, those things factor in. But yeah, it gives you kind of an idea. So,
Okay.
Whenever you're above your LZ, you're coming into it, stick your foot out, see where it's at, let off the throttle all the way, go to idle, and see where you glide to. Play with it.
Will do.
And what are you up to as far as flights so far, Jim?
Me, I'm around 75.
That is awesome.
Yeah, just under 75.
When
So
did
you
And
were,
how long?
Sorry?
when did you
And
start?
how long?
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
Same
Uh,
question.
I did you say how long? That's been since July 4th, so 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
You've been hitting
Yeah,
it
he's-
hard.
He's
That's
up
really
there
good.
in Canada flying around the boost, man. He's hooked.
Yeah.
I've been going at least 2 or 3 times a week. Aspiring to Sean. That's what I've been doing. I can't imagine getting 25 hours a week, but why not try?
well, 25 hours is usually the weekend, Friday through Sunday, but whatever. Nobody's counting.
25 hours in 3 days.
Well, yeah, go out, burn, 5 gallons in the morning, and do whatever you need to do. And then at the evening, burn another, 5 gallons, which is 2.5 hours, so I get about 5 hours, easily a day. So yeah, it's pretty easy to really rack up the hours, especially when you go at midday fly too. On your
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, yeah.
John Wayne in the chat, you asked about if anyone had been heard of anyone being shot at or shot or whatever. He says that he found what appeared to be birdshot holes through his wing. He's not sure.
No.
That would be terrible. Yeah.
That looks a lot like grasshopper bites. Like it looks very similar, FYI.
Really?
Yeah. Just something to keep in mind. I'm not saying that's not what happened, but
Well, I mean, that begs the question. I mean, hunters communicate by shooting, right? So if they're giving you a warning shot, would you actually even hear it when you're flying a paramotor?
touche.
Not before you felt it.
Who said they saw that in their wing?
John Wayne.
John
Wow.
Wayne, take a picture of it because, is it like 2 or 3 holes or is it like a big grouping of, buckshot? I mean, and JP is right. When you have dead, insects, they make a bunch of holes, but usually not like a scatter shot. So it would be interesting to see what it looks like. So take a picture and let us know.
Yeah, grasshopper makes a hole one of 2 ways is what I was taught. Either he chews his way out or he dies and the acid eats a hole in the wing. And either way, they're not good for our wings, that's for sure. Neither is buckshot.
Neither is buckshot. Wow. That's just crazy. I can't imagine looking at my wing and seeing, buckshot, I mean, I've seen holes from obviously, insects.
People
that
do.
just happens.
I was watching one of our former guests, David DePino's videos
Yeah.
recently, and he was flying low over some water, and some kid threw a football, hit him smack in the chest with it, man. And it could have gone worse for sure. But some people make stupid decisions, and stuff happens.
Must have been a quarterback because that's pretty good doing that. He
Those
should
are
have
pretty
caught
good
it. He said, I got it, man. You don't get it back.
Yeah, right.
Pretty sure that's what the kid was thinking. He's going to catch this ball. Oh yeah, man. Dog
Yeah.
leg lift coming up.
Yeah, I should have grabbed it, went up to 3,000 feet and shot it right back at him. Sounds
Brian,
good, Larry.
Clark's video is asking, if you don't mind, how much a retractor trike cost?
Retractor trike, I think it's $1,600 on Sky Sports USA. If you look at it, now they have different wheel options. John Wayne says, I get a lot of grasshopper bites. These were multiple holes over about an 18-inch radius. Look like number 8 shot.
Wow.
I believe he knows what he's talking about too. So
I've learned
Yeah,
more
I
about
mean-
hunting than I've ever knew being in this sport. Like there's a season for deer, I guess, right? So that's the time you want to really stay away from those blinds. I didn't even know what blind
absolutely,
was
man.
before I started flying paramotors. So when is the season?
So in Alabama, deer hunting season begins October 15th for archers, bow hunters. Rifle season generally comes in around Thanksgiving. But if you fly your local area, you see the deer stands that are out there in the woods. Just stay clear of those areas in hunt season. Now, dove hunting is another story because all the fields out around me are peanut fields, or most of them. And if they can be out there without hunter's orange on, then you could be buzzing low around these hay bales having fun and pass right by one of these guys and not know it. So
That's scary.
they're not going to be happy about it. That's for sure.
Well, why do they not need the hunter orange anymore?
Apparently, that's just related to hunting in the woods for deer, not hunting big open fields for birds.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I didn't either till yesterday.
Things that I guess we kind of need to know as pilots when we're flying around. I always thought, look for the hunter orange. Make sure you stay away from those people. Stay away from anything orange. But now, knowing that they could be out there right next to a hay bale as I buzz over them, that's kind of weird. I don't know the season times either. I guess it's all throughout the winter time, or does anybody know the seasons for the birds?
Man, it's going to vary. Every state's going to be different. Literally, every state's going to be different on the hunting seasons and what type of animals they let you hunt, or what games they have. Dove season goes on for about a month during the fall in Alabama. So you don't have to worry about them for so long. But deer season goes on until mid-February. So, I mean, this main thing is number one rule I learned at Aviator is DBAD. If you know that people are out there hunting, stay away from that area. I would never, if I saw people hunting around a field, I would never get below 500 feet anywhere near it. Just because.
I was just looking up here on Google, and about elk hunting's really big, but in Michigan it doesn't start till it'll start January 12th to the 16th of next year, the elk hunting. So that's in Michigan. I don't know what it is over there with you, Brian, but
Are you lucky? Because in Alabama we don't have an elk hunting season at all.
no elk live in Alabama. They said,
No.
forget about it. We are not going to Alabama. We're going to stay in Michigan.
Did you not just hear that I drove all the way to Colorado to go hunt elk? We don't have those.
Okay.
The laws and the seasons are going to vary. Every state's going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the airport the other day. There was one vehicle there, and it was parked beside a hangar. There's only one hangar at the airport, and I thought, oh, cool. The guy's in his hangar working. Well, I set up, got all ready to go, and all of a sudden, this guy came out of a field, no camo, well, no bright colors or anything, and he was a hunter. He had a rifle on his arm, and I didn't see him until just before taking off. It was a little bit shocking.
That was kind of where you're taking off. Where on? You're like getting on an airplane, like on a small airport or something.
Yeah, I was at the airport. I was on my paramotor. I was just about to take off and he started
Oh.
coming out of a field.
Oh, actually, you were just starting to take off on your paramotor. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it looks like JP's got the perfect cartoon for this one.
Those are my favorite cartoons.
Hey, Daffy Duck should have been on a paramotor doing barrel rolls right there. That's all I'm saying.
Deweese says she hasn't heard a shot while she was flying, but she has heard a shot on one of her videos.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So what I did, and you're right, Brian. I mean, if you, yeah, D-bad, right? I mean, don't be a jerk. But if you don't know, I mean, you don't know. And so what I did, I guess, if you need to find out the hunting season or whatever, I just type in the state name and hunting season in Google, and it pulls it right up for whatever.
That's right. For the state and everything.
Yeah, and they are different. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and typically anybody who's hunting any kind of pheasants or birds are shooting up into the sky.
Yeah.
Deer and stuff like that. You're not shooting into the sky typically, but yeah. So it's something to have in the back of your mind if you're going to be flying low out in the country.
Thankfully, we're loud. It's not like we sneak up on people. And if they're out in a big open field, they should hear us coming.
I don't know, man. I've snuck up on a bunch of deer already on my paramotor. I've seen a lot of them, but I've seen more on my paramotor than I have sitting in the deer stand. That's for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. A lot of wild animals. Oh, speaking about animals that you see when you are flying your paramotor, the most interesting one for me is I was flying low, and out of nowhere, a skunk pops up, puts his tail up, and sprays as I just go by. What's the craziest animal encounter you guys have had? And in the chat, also let us know what's your craziest animal encounter you have had while flying.
Good question.
Or just any, or just anything.
I had a hawk swoop down on me once. I
What?
think twice actually. Yeah, I think I was flying close to her nest maybe, and she came close, and I'm pretty sure she bounced off my wingtip at one point. Like,
Ooh,
I got it
Wow.
on video somewhere.
So
Wow.
wingtip too low.
Wingtip, tip to tip
With a
with
hawk?
the
Nice.
Interesting. I've seen numerous bald eagles. Seen a ton of deer. Has anybody seen a bear?
Ooh,
No.
Skinny Chef Shane's not here. They saw a bear climb a tree. One of these last fly-ins.
Yeah, wasn't that at in Ohio?
No, because I was maybe. I think I was there because they were out flying. Him and Smart Car Brian. It might have been moonshiners because it was up in the Tennessee mountains, I think. But they had a bear up a tree.
Interesting.
Is
Well,
that your birthday?
look who's here. Dragon Campers. It's Cameron's birthday.
Happy
So-
birthday.
So it's time to sing happy birthday. No.
Oh, you remember what happened last time we did that, don't you?
Yeah, the lag was awful and it came out atrocious.
All right, so Sean, solo,
was
happy
it?
birthday. Ready,
Yeah.
ready, say, go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's
Happy
bad.
birthday. No, I meant you sing the song solo so we can all listen to you. But that's
Oh,
all.
I'm not going to be singing, that's for sure.
Get Cameron to sing it to himself.
I got my chat on Twitch giving me shots, so
Okay.
Okay, well, shoot out your Twitch thing. What is it?
it's just Dragon Camper, same as YouTube.
Dragoncampers.com. Go check out his live stream.
It's on Twitch though, not YouTube.
But it goes to your Twitch, right?
No, it goes to YouTube. DragonCampers.com.
Oh, okay.
Twitch.tv/Dragon Campers.
There you go. If you want to see a birthday boy,
Okay.
just turned 30.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
He's
Yeah,
getting
right.
a dumpster.
Oh, Mark H just threw up some facts in the chat.
Oh yeah, what we got?
US 18 code 32 to number 32, panel 32. Destruction of aircraft or aircraft facilities governs the intent of damage, destroy or disable an aircraft shall be fined or imprisoned not more than 20 years above. So, yeah, it's obvious. Shooting at paramotors in the sky is not legal. It's frowned upon highly.
It's frowned upon. I like that. Yeah, don't shoot paramotors. It's frowned upon. We don't like that at all.
That's good. But I mean, I've been involved in threats with, being threatened to be shot at, and as a group.
Who? I mean, how do you even find that out? I mean, who said that? I mean,
Well, the person comes over, the neighbor comes over. He's upset because he thinks we're flying over his field and we shouldn't. And long story
He thinks
short,
it's his airspace and you
Yes.
trespassed over his land.
that's
you know?
exactly right. But then it's back to you could be right or you could be
shot.
Dead.
Yeah, so I don't want to fly anywhere I'm not welcomed anyways. I mean, that's no fun.
No, but I also don't want to be threatened to be, shot out of the sky.
No, I agree. Hey, I've never seen a skunk live ever, but I've seen lots of bald eagles and lots of turkeys this year. Well, unless Bigfoot counts. I've seen Bigfoot.
I
Bigfoot
was doing a
counts.
hay bale slalom and there was two, I guess they were probably red-tailed hawks or whatnot, sitting on top of the hay bales. And I didn't see them until they took off. And that was pretty awesome. But I didn't get anywhere near them. I mean, I guess that's the closest I come to a live animal.
Yeah.
I came across a fox and that was pretty fun. Rare.
That would be neat. I'll tell you, one time I was flying over a cell phone tower, and turns out there was a huge eagle's nest right on the top. And as I was circling, I saw one of the eagles start to do this, and I'm thinking just like, maybe what JP had happened to him. It is a nest, and they are protective of that nest. So that's one thing to consider.
Wow. Here's something from 2012. I walked a pond and came upon a baby skunk.
Oh, it's so cute. Did you pet it?
See, he's trying to lift his butt up, trying to spray me. So no.
That's a little baby skunk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little baby skunk.
Look at that.
I'm like, you're so cute. I want to take you home. He tried to stand on his front legs to spray me. And I'm like, aw, aren't you a little?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Aren't you a little stinker?
Ah, that's
Did
like
he spray you?
Pepe
Did
the
he?
Pew.
Did you smell the spray at all?
No, I'm one of the few people that smell skunk and it smells like flowers. So I'm not offended by skunk smell.
Well, those little guys, they don't have the full sack, I believe, so they don't have the power to make the really putrid smell, and it does kind of smell sweet.
It does, yeah. There's it's not a lot of people that smell skunk and it smells sweet to them like flowers. It actually smells like flowers, which is interesting because on what is that on Bambi, they call the skunk flower because the person that made the what do you call it? The script had the same thing that I got. Skunk smells like flowers, which is interesting. But yeah, that was my first close encounter of the third kind. I mean, of the stinky kind.
That's funny.
Has anybody tried to fly with geese?
I would love to.
Yes, I have.
Really? Tell
Have
us
you been
about
able
it.
to catch up to them yet?
Actually, they don't fly as fast as you think they do. I mean, I followed. I wonder if I have that video. I'll have to look for that. They were launching at the same time I was popping up out of a field, and Yeah, I did fly with them for a little while. I'll have to see if I can find that video.
I've tried a couple times now, and they seem to be able to outfly me. They go faster than I do.
Yeah.
I followed this one big bird. I think it was not a stork, a heron, man, for miles. And I
Really?
had to, yeah. And you could just see every once in a while, he'd take his little head and he'd look backwards. He'd go, "Yep, he's still there. Yep, he's still there." He took me all the way back to the airport, smack dab center of the airport. It was just totally cool. Hey, Tony had a couple of questions. Tony Marzano, while we were talking about landings, he asked, does anyone pump their brakes when they come into land? I don't.
I've done it several times. You rob the wing of energy. When you do that, you're trying to slow down, lose altitude. I never do it below 100 feet because you're going to drop when you do it, which is, I think, part of the goal. So
You want to be close to the ground when you drop, right?
No, exactly. Like I said, above 100 feet, if I'm coming into the runway and I'm trying to spot land, instead of big ears, I'll do the pump and brakes, and it's pretty boom, 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 and then hands up, let the wing recover as I sink down. But you definitely want to have that energy when you land.
It's very interesting that you say that. We're out at the field. We got this big training field. We have the come down, and this is PPG Tommy. He flapped himself down to the bottom. Yeah,
I like that.
That's our bunny hill. That's our bunny hill.
Those are some big flaps too.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Big flaps.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So I mean, you're robbing the wing of energy when you do that.
But other than down a bunny hill, I've never seen it with a motor.
I've never done it like that with a motor. That's 5 times bigger than I normally do it. So I'm not sure I would try that with a motor. Definitely not that low to the ground. Definitely not that low to the ground.
No, maybe paragliders do that. I mean, he's free flight, and motor. So maybe he does that when he free flies and comes in.
I think that was JP's reply in the comment section. Was that was more of a free flight thing, flapping your wings like that.
Oh, okay. Well, he also asked that he needs to replace his O-rings on his risers on the Malians, and does it matter if the loop is inside or outside the band? Inside or outside the band?
I don't know. When it comes to that stuff, I always send it to a professional. When it comes to my lines, big things like that on my wing, I just don't want. I want a professional to deal with that. I'll tinker on my motor. I'll try different things with the motors. We're trying different things anyways right now, building different motors and trying them. But when it comes to a wing, I'm not going to skimp out on the wing. But that's just me. There's a lot of people that work on their wings, tie their lines and stuff. I just don't want to do that. But what do you guys do? I mean, do you guys work on your lines? Do you know how to do that? Who just asked that question anyways? He said it was
Tony Marzano. I can replace a line and I'm comfortable doing that. But if there's ever any question, I have a duplicate on the other side of the wing, and I can refer to, and I know I hadn't touched. But like Sean said, if there's any question about stuff like that, it's always best to check with someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've never done it, and I wouldn't want to answer it without seeing the diagram for sure. But definitely, do your. I think Will had a good point on that one. I mean, look at the other side. I have one riser line, a C line that needs to be replaced on my wing, and I was helping a friend measure theirs not long ago, so I kind of know the technique to do it. But there's not a whole lot to it. You can do it yourself if you do a little bit of research.
Yeah. Definitely. Sean Nasker in the house.
Oh yeah, who do we have in the chat today? Anybody got glasses and go down the line to see who's in the chat today?
Brian doesn't wear glasses, does he? He's one of the lucky ones.
I need to. I'm starting to have to hold things a little further away for them to be clear to read.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. I just turned 44.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah,
It's all downhill from here.
yeah. I see Deweese
No, it's only
Milstead,
the beginning, Brian. It's only the beginning.
Deweese Milstead, Brian Waller, Nick Griffith, Will Fly,
Yeah.
PPG, the other Nick. What's up, buddy? John Wayne, Kent Stamey. You can find him at kentstamey.com.
Right.
JP Tulo, Clark's Video, Mad Sloper. Is that right, Mad Sloper?
Yep.
Tony Marzano, which he became a moderator tonight. Thank you, Tony.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, Tony.
Let's see who
Blue Rich,
you
Hot
got.
Butter Steve, Sean Nasser, Mark Strauss,
Daniel Roosh.
Tommy Sutherland, you say him? Aaron I.
Oh, Tommy Southern's on it? Cool.
Dan
Hi, Tommy.
Helen. Hope I'm
Yeah.
saying it right. Dan Han. Who else? Seems like there's a lot of chatting going on in here.
Mark H.
What's up, Mark H?
Hi, Mark.
Mad Sloper.
I wonder if it's Sloper or Slopper.
Sloper.
I think it's one P, right? Mark
No,
Drads.
Aaron I, the paramotor guy.
Yeah.
Mark Droids.
Right on.
Angela Preslick.
Angela. I have to throw that in there, because
Mark McElroy from ParalifePPG.com.
Mark.
what?
In
Got
case,
Flying Flamingo in here now too.
what? We got the Flying Flamingo. What's
Yeah.
up, buddy?
Hey,
Yeah.
geriatric PPG,
What?
Yeah.
John Wayne's alter ego.
Yeah, it
Right.
is. So if you see
Cowboy.
John Wayne, wait a minute. I wonder who that is. If John Wayne's in here and geriatric PPG, is he just switching out, making it? Oh, he's giving us likes from both of his things. That's awesome. We got 13 likes. We got 28 viewers.
Nice.
I think we can do. Oh, we
Walter,
just
down
got
there.
another. Hey, Walter, what's up, buddy?
I was just thinking of him.
Walter, sugar.
Hot buttered Steve,
Hot butter, Steve.
Kelby
I don't know.
Fox,
I like that name, Hot Butter Steve, man. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
like hot butter.
He
Steve.
sends me cool T-shirts. Did you see? Did you guys see on the our Paramore Nation last night? Steve was on there. He's like, "Show me your T-shirt." He sent me a T-shirt. You guys want to see it? T-shirt. he sent me?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. You guys.
Famous last words. I'll be right back.
I'll be
Here, hold my
back.
beer.
I'll be back. Hold my beer. I know, right? Those are awesome.
Used in conjunction are not very good, usually. But anyway.
So we got a lot of people, and we definitely appreciate the thumbs up. That definitely helps us a lot. We got up to, wow, we're up to 19 likes and 26 viewers, 27 viewers. So man, we're doing really good. Thank you guys.
We still got 8 people to convince to hit that thumbs up button.
I
though,
know.
brother.
Maybe it's us in here. Maybe it's us in the chat that hasn't hit the likes yet. I don't know. Guys,
Are you
check your
guys
likes.
ready? You guys ready?
All right, we're ready.
Baywatch.
Is that the Hoff?
He's not flying his paramotor.
Wait, David Hasselhoff flies paramotors?
Or is he just hot and buttered?
Yeah. I know the Hasselhoff shirt.
There was a video. There was some paramotor guys on the Baywatch show, and they were showing how to use the paramotors. And then I believe I don't know if it was actually him, but as a stunt, he actually flew the paramotor. Somebody showed that to us not too long ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was hilarious, man. Hey, we're in the classroom. What's up, guys?
I mean, how can
We'll
you
fly.
not love him? How can you not? The Hasselhoff, you know? How can you not?
Well, everybody loves a Hasselhoff. I mean, he goes, way back.
I mean, I saw him on a talk show a couple weeks ago, and he's a dork. He is, but he's a good dork. So
I don't know about Baywatch, but I like Knight Rider. That was more my style.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a Baywatch guy, Ryan?
Oh, Knight Rider.
What?
Knight Rider guy.
What did I just say?
Oh,
Come
you
on.
were a
Well,
Knight
hey,
Rider guy?
I'm not gonna lie. Pamela Anderson in bikini was something I was willing to see, but yeah. Well, now I'm a little kid with the head below.
Do you know who the voice of Knight Rider, the car, it was?
Kit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know who was the voice behind Kit?
Will
Oh.
Fly.
Do you remember Higgins on Magnum PI?
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
That was him, huh?
That's what I heard. And I believe everything I hear.
And if it was
Hey,
on
you
the
do
internet,
wow.
it's got to be true.
I think
Yeah,
it changed
I'll go with that.
sometimes. I noticed once or twice that his voice was a little different.
See,
That's
Jim's
possible.
like, I'm on to this. Something's not right here. I can tell you.
But I'll tell you, do you remember Bonnie from Knight Rider?
No.
No,
don't
she was the
remember.
gal she was the mechanic, and she wore the jumpsuit or the coveralls. I was more into Bonnie than I was Pamela Anderson.
Man, oh
You
man.
were more into Bonnie than Pamela Anderson? What?
I think you know someone.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Truth
you
is
get-
out now.
Look her up.
Did you see in the chat, Dan Hand said I had a helicopter fly about 500 feet directly underneath me this weekend? Freaked me out. Is this common? Do you ever not have to clean your shorts?
At least it wasn't 500 feet over.
Yeah.
Well, if it's
Wow.
500 feet under and you did that to your shorts, shake it out a little bit. They'll get the hint.
Ooh, that's a vision.
Oh, man.
I had a, helicopters are definitely something I'm concerned about, man. And you should be. I had one come close to me, and it was my first. I say close. It wasn't that close, but I did some maneuvers to try to lose some altitude, and I saw the helicopter. And in the chat, comments after the video, somebody was telling me, so basically that helicopter was going so fast that they had hardly any collective left, and I didn't know what that meant. So I guess what it means is the faster the helicopter is going, the less of a downdraft it has, and more it becomes like a plane. You have to really worry about the slow moving ones or hovering ones, especially.
Exactly.
Don't want to be anywhere near them. So I learned a little something from that. Helicopters are scary, but it's not a death sentence if you're near one.
I was out at the airfield and they had a helicopter coming in to do some touch and goes on the runway. And we weren't that far away from them. And we had our little, streamers out, for the wind direction, our little wind socks and stuff. You could not, there was no breeze. There was nothing. He was coming in, landing there and then taking off like this. There was nothing between us and the runway. So I don't know. Definitely stay away from them because that's the general consensus. As far as me flying around them or them flying around me, I have not felt any wind, any downdraft. It's just I wouldn't want to be 500 feet above them and them coming straight up. That would be awful. But as long as they can see you and as long as they're going fast, I haven't had any problems. But that's me personally. But don't take me as a normal paramotor pilot.
Who has the right of way if we see a helicopter?
Helicopters do. We never have the right of way.
Yeah, I would say they do. They're
We
bigger. than
we
me.
we give the right of way to anybody with a tail number. They have the
I
tail
know
number.
that fact.
They got the right of
I
way.
just want to make that point clear to everybody. As a paramotor pilot, we have right of way over nobody, and that's just the way it goes. You see a helicopter, fixed wing, anything. If you're in their flight path, it's your responsibility to get out of it.
Absolutely. And also to remember, if you see a helicopter that's coming and just kind of hovering, you want to make sure that you get up and above it, because down below, that's where all the swirly is. That's the bad part down there. So if you see them nice and slow and you're able to get up higher and move away, that's probably the way to go. I'm just thinking, and definitely, just like Mad Sloper said, don't ever fly over a hot air balloon, because they can shoot up 1,000 feet in a couple seconds.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
never fly
Yeah.
above
A hot air balloon.
hot air balloon.
I
Ever.
heard they can climb out fast, but that's wow.
Well, maybe not that fast. I'm just saying they come up pretty fast, and we're not fast enough laterally to move out of their way when they're going vertically.
Interesting.
I try to stay upwind and above of anything that's heavier than I am. And because if it's flying, it's generating wake. So why risk it? It only takes one time.
Exactly. Stay out of people's way. That's for sure. And what is it? I thought low man has the right of way. As paramotor pilots, and we are under FAR 103, we're kind of like experimentals, and we don't need N numbers, which means that we have to get out of the way of everybody, especially if they're certified and have N numbers. They definitely always have the right of way.
Up
Always.
here, we have the right of way as a paramotor, unless it's something less maneuverable. But I would ascribe to avoiding any situation where you might be assuming that you have the right of way, because that's just a cause for problems.
Right. Will Fly, what are we looking at?
You recognize that motor there? This is my old setup here. It's the
I recognize the pilot too.
Yeah, with the Atom 80. Yeah, that's Nick. And he sent me a picture yesterday. He's doing a hang check on it. So what do you guys think there?
I can't tell, but it looks like there's a pink flamingo hanging off the back of it. Is that what I saw?
What?
Yeah.
Go back
I
a
saw
picture.
that too.
I expressly said no pink flamingos.
The bottom right corner. Is that not a pink flamingo?
The heck is that?
Looks like a pink flamingo.
Sure
Shout
looks
out to
like
Jade.
Dang. See, Nick is so light, he doesn't even need a prop to fly. Isn't that cool?
Well, he should have a prop on if he's doing a hang test.
Yeah, I just noticed that. So yeah, definitely you want to put a prop on there. And but as far as the angle, and I'm not an instructor, so I have to defer to an instructor, but I mean to me
3 to 15 degrees. So
looks lean
I mean,
back
between
far.
5 and 15 degrees angle back. Go back to the other one real quick. That's kind of pushing
he's in his seat though.
the 15. So, but
So
I,
that when you're in
If you
your
added the
seat,
prop, it would be worse, right?
yes,
with
it
the
would.
prop on, it'd be worse. However, look how little bit of fuel he has. If he has more fuel, it'd be moving forward too. The top would be moving towards his head. So, that's why it's like between 5 and 15 degrees, depending on your, how much fuel you have. I'd say that it probably needs to go forward just a little bit. But regardless, I mean, with him being so light, that's the problem. If he's light like he is, and it's Atom 80, so we don't have to worry about too much power. But if he does have a lot of power, that's where you get in trouble. When you're like this and you're climbing, if you're taking off and you're climbing, the more you go from vertical like this to horizontal, that's when you can start getting your twist, your riser twist. So if you're taking off like this, it's really hard to get a riser twist until you get up like this, because you have too much power, and then your torque of your engine will give you a riser twist. So Atom 80, his weight, I would definitely want to have an instructor that is there and actually does a hang test with him and gives him all the different options.
Yeah, it would have been ideal if we could have come out and seen Brooke. He has a real nice setup there for his hang test. So, all right. Well, thanks for sharing your photo, Nick. Hope that answered your questions.
Pretty cool. Well, it's after 8 o'clock already.
Time flies.
Time flies. Paramotor flies. We all fly.
Where'd
Mark-
JP go?
Mark Droid said, good point. Maybe hang test should be done with half your normal fuel you launch with. That's the thing. You have more weight when you're full and you take off. As you're flying around, if you come in with, I really think it's the takeoff. Me personally, when it comes to taking off, like I said, you're taking off like this. You got a full tank on the bottom. You're going up at this angle. I think that you're okay. It's when you're really light, maybe you have just a little bit of gas. You're hanging back a little bit more than normal. You take off like this, and now you have the opportunity. You have the possibility of getting a riser twist because you go from this vertical to now you're hanging like this, more like a seat, and that's easy to twist, especially when you have that torque of the engine. So I don't know. That's why I think having a good instructor that has the hang test, you're able to see what the hang test does when you're at the school. So when it's time to actually, hang test another, paramotor that you have a kind of a good idea of how that works. That's Nick Griffith?
Yes.
Nick, come over and see me. We'll check it out. Just fly on over.
Yeah.
Hang tests are important. What
Yeah.
you gonna say, Will?
Tony Marzano's put all of us in a timeout for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at, man. We got Tony saying hot butter. I have a wrench. Keep it PG rated, and then Eric says put yourself in the timeout after he put us all in a timeout. We got some people having fun in the chat, man. That's what I like to see. That's what we're here for. Talk about paramotors, learn from each other's mistakes, mainly mine, and have a good time.
Absolutely. Just learn and bounce things off of each other. And, Monday nights are great. I really love our Monday nights. It just helps me the rest of the week, knowing that, the next Monday's coming up and, you learn something. Walter should be getting his package November 8th.
Walter from Australia? That Walter?
I think he's from Australia.
Okay.
He's the one that's upside down, that's in the future.
Yeah, that's Walter.
That's him, yeah.
Boy, let's go backwards.
Anybody have any stories that they want to tell before we head on out? Any paramotor stories? Any cool stuff that they want to share with the world? Maybe premiere your a video that it just popped up on your YouTube that you want to show everybody.
I'm assuming that would be Brian, but I'll go first, Brian. So yeah, I got just dropped a new video and we learned some real important lessons. So yeah, check it out. YouTube.com willfly/willfly or willflyppg.com. All right, Brian, good.
I don't have any new videos, but nice plug. Good job plugging yourself there, man.
Yeah, I tried.
No, I haven't put out another video. I've had a few good flights with the family for sure, and been working on some projects. But hopefully, I'll get some time to do that. I'm planning on going back to North Carolina, do some more training here before too long with Red Pill Paramotor and Carolina PPG. They're supposed to be having another class. I'm gonna try to get to Swanee if possible. But no, life is good, and get as many flights as I can with the family, and just pay it forward and try to help people when they need it. And yeah, living a good life.
Absolutely.
How's Red? How's the puppy?
Oh yeah.
Haven't seen the puppy?
Yeah, he's 10 months. He's 10 months old. He's outside somewhere. But yeah, he's doing good.
Good.
He chews up stuff every day, like
course.
literally every day. He's a puppy. He
Yeah.
always wants to play. He's just a good dog. We have a lot of good times in the pool, and
Good.
he's a really good dog. I'm gonna take him on this next trip, hopefully, and we're gonna take him on some other trips for along, and he's gonna get a little more traveled, I guess I should say. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be fine. Did you guys see Jade's video? She took her doggy flying.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did that on Facebook? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take my dog out for a flight. It's like,
But it got a little bit too cold, so they didn't fly too long, but he was so cute. Those big old goggles on.
Yeah.
Cool. I know Dustin, he's in paramoting heaven right now, but I'm sure he would be laughing at that, seeing her flying her doggy, because, he flew his doggy all the time, so Cassie. So when I saw that reminded me of with those goggles on and everything. So we're thinking about you, Dustin. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, when I get my tandem unit, I'm gonna take my dog up.
Yeah.
when you get your tandem, is that what you said?
Yep.
I can't wait. Till you get
I
your
don't know if
turn.
you saw the latest Tucker video, but my buddy Derek Trout got his unit in, and I'm that's definitely my goal, man. PPG 3, instructor rating, tandem rating for sure.
More and more people are jumping on that, on the doing the other paramoting. I can't think now, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting their ratings. Absolutely. That's the way to do it.
The trike flying. Yeah.
I'm telling you, trike is awesome. How many people in the chat either fly a trike or would like to fly a trike? Do you foot launch and would like to fly a trike? I'm telling you, Jim, you want to try a trike?
Most definitely. With skis.
He's got a lot of questions about the retractor trike tonight. I think that's where he's headed.
I'm telling you, it's really not that expensive. I mean, what was it? $1,600, and you have the opportunity to fly a foot launch and to roll out the barrel with the trike. You can't beat it, man.
I'm actually a little bit concerned about landing in the snow and how deep it'll be. So I would think that a trike might be awesome.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to try it in the snow, because I landed in some kind of muddy, not really firm mud, and it wasn't all that good. Oh,
Jim, my man, you replaced the wheels with skis, right? You're good to go.
I would like
Betcha.
that.
Hell yeah.
Jade said, "I'd love to fly a trike."
Right. Maybe next week, our show, we can, that'd be cool. Get people on there that do trike flying, and they can all just share stories and we can learn more about it. How, everybody has their own technique and stuff. I think that'd be cool. Just saying, we'll get Jade to jump on, and, we'll have kind of a show about, talking trike.
Yeah, that would.
Trike.
Yeah, because there are different types of trikes. You got the big trikes that have the A assist. You got the smaller ones that don't have the A assist. You got the ones that bolt onto a like the retractor trike that bolt onto your foot launching machine. So it would be interesting. And you also got the PPCs, the really big version of the trikes that we have as PPG.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be really neat to hear, all of that. What'd you say?
We have to do that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Eric,
You just gave me an idea. I'm gonna have to track down the snowplane people and fly my PPG around them. That'll be interesting.
There you go. Yeah, Eric PPG Lear.
Yep.
So ppglear.com, Lear. So you got to check him out. He's going to be, he has a show tomorrow. He says, I take off in the snow and land in the snow. It's the best. So I guess it's hard packed snow, not the very light stuff that's deep, huh?
See, we got to get them all on the show next Monday. That'd be so fun.
It's interesting. Dewey said I fly trike. Let me look up here real quick. Who's anybody else that said anything? Hi, Walter. Hi, Eric. Lots of talking. I love Coco's goggles. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to really catch up.
Coco's awesome. No, I love Coco's goggles too. That's cool.
Eric was asking, he likes my shirt, my girls. It's on this side. I don't know if you're probably not gonna be able to see it, but
Is that? I know. I should have wore mine. You know what? I think that Flying Flamingo Jade should have a show that she allows guys on. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Just maybe once a month. You know, have the guys come on and talk
Hey,
about.
Sean, that's called every other show. So
Yeah. 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 You really have to be. You'll really have to be nice to the boss lady over there, because Jade will be like, I don't know. I'll have to see about that. Yeah.
Yep. So just in case you guys did not know, we have the show on Mondays, which is PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast on your favorite podcasting app if you want to listen to us. Or you can watch us live on ClearPropTV.com or here on my channel. We also have on Tuesday nights, we have hanging out with Shane, but he's on hiatus right now, kicking back and relaxing. And PPG Lear took over. So you go to ppglear.com and he hosts the show every Tuesday nights.
Yep.
And then on Wednesday, we have Flying Flamingo Jade. You can find her at paramotorgirl.com. That has the all girl podcast. And then something comes on Thursday. What's going on Thursday, Linda Anderson?
Oh, hey. Paraglidingtalk.com on Thursday nights with your host Robert Michaels, and he always has really cool guests on there, and if he doesn't have a cool guest, everybody just kind of jumps on, and yeah, it's all good. We have a lot. You still learn a lot of good info, and
so who is Robert Michaels' mother? I hear that she's pretty popular.
Oh, I am. Yes. Yes.
So for you,
Paramom, yes. ParamotorUSA.com. That's where you can find me. You guys are awesome. Every night I'm on a different show, just hanging with everybody, and I'm learning so much, and I've made so many friends, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So how many people in the chat knew that Linda Anderson, ParamotorUSA.com, was Robert Michaels' mom? Did anybody know that? Leave me a comment in the chat.
Okay, let's see what they say, because I think everybody pretty much because sometimes I'll put on and they go, yeah, we already know. Yeah, we know Paramount.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Okay,
we'll see real quick.
Okay.
Let me hold my breath.
30 watching.
They don't know, they'll know now.
Absolutely.
Nice job screen sharing, JP. Giving a shout to everybody's YouTube channel.
Are we doing the screenshot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, man. I don't care what Brian says about him. I think he's a good guy.
What? Come on, man.
Your girls just want a Fly Girl shirt on. I love it.
I had to go change shirts. I don't know, man. This is a collector's edition.
I should have went and got that, but all I have is my warning. May talk about paramotors. Whoops. May talk about paramotors.
That's a cool,
fair warning
shirt. Where did you get that
at? That's one of our shirts.
I didn't know that.
Make sure
you should go check out the PPG Grandpa's website, man.
Yeah, go to iloveppg.com and we have all sorts of cool merch.
Dang,
Cool.
just a freaking big mushroom.
What?
You never heard of someone saying they're a mushroom kept in the dark? Never mind.
No.
You never heard that saying?
No, I guess not.
Wow. How does that go? What?
Hey, Sean, I just went to that website and for some reason I only see 2 t-shirts.
I love
What?
PPG.com. No, we're looking at it right now. There's a bunch of t-shirts and there's a lot more merch too. We're adding new
Wonder if
stuff
it-
all the time. I love PPG.com.
Okay, well, I went there and now there's a whole bunch of things.
Well, you had to go from Canada all the way over to the United States. It took a little bit through your Wi-Fi, I think.
Maybe.
Can I ask a question to the chat?
Sure.
Nope. Nope.
Now, Brian, jot it down. Has anyone in the chat heard the saying that I feel like a mushroom, or I'm just a mushroom because I'm kept in the dark and fed?
Never, not once.
Never heard? Well, you're from Ohio.
Not a once.
They don't even have airplanes up there.
I think-
They
I
have
think
mushrooms
you
up here and I've heard
What?
about that.
I think you just
Okay,
made
Jim's
that
heard.
up. Well, fly.
Jim's heard.
Well, I've heard, things about mushrooms, but after you take them, it's just psychedelic stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where
You
is
haven't heard the mushroom. But now tonight you heard the optimist, so there you
Yep.
go.
So how many
Didn't know
people?
optimist before, now you know.
So how many people knew that Linda Anderson was Robert Michael's mom? Did you see?
I see. I saw it.
There's just like 2 people. That's it. They just 2 people knew.
Just 2 people know?
That's
Yeah.
it. 2 people.
No way. They're always like, I know who you are.
Hot Buttered Steve says, I feel like a dried up turd on a bad stretch of road.
God.
That's
Holy
not
Steve.
that's really not like a mushroom in the dark, but I guess every once in a while.
Do we want to do a screenshot real quick?
Yeah,
Or
screenshots.
does anyone?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Yay.
Yay.
So
See, Then I have a picture to put on next Monday to promote our show on Monday. See?
Mark H says not only heard it, but sometimes live it, talking about the mushroom saying. I hear you, Mark.
mushroom existence at work. Is that what it said?
Mushroom existence at work. Yeah. Kept in the dark and fed bull. That's that saying. So
That
That's
is.
so sad. Jeez.
That is.
I'll never look at the mushroom the same anymore.
Nope. No mushrooms or tea bags the same. Absolutely. Never.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. Damn it.
Oh
I'm
my
being
God.
quiet over here for a change.
Keep them shut when there's mushrooms and tea bags. You're right. All right. So this
So what was that website
Find
again,
you
Sean?
guys.
If I wanted one of those shirts, it was,
what's that?
what was that website to get one of those shirts again?
Oh, I love ppg.com.
The tea bags one.
Yeah. Yeah, they got tea bag and mushroom shirts.
Hey, Kent Stamey, appreciate it, bro.
Oh, right on, man. Thank you, Ken.
$10 in the chat, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you,
you.
man. Thanks for the
Ken,
show,
you're
Sean.
awesome.
Thank you. And you can always go to kentstamey.com and find out more about Kent Stamey.
Yeah. There you
Thank
go.
you. All right. I love ppg.com. I have no internet because my family's watching Netflix and my son is streaming.
All right, guys. I gotta bounce.
Bye.
Always
Thanks,
a
JP.
pleasure.
Stay
I'll
safe.
catch you next time.
Good,
See you this
JP.
week.
Good night, JP.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you got a lot of merch there, man.
Yeah, I'd need to update it. I think a lot of the stuff is not showing because I only showed 26 designs right now, but I know I got more in the background. I'll have to let's see, what do we got? I like big butt fans and I cannot lie.
Well, I like that one.
I got this shirt. This shirt is rated PPG.
Yeah.
There's Red.
When you guys,
Come
Hey, Red.
on. The internet wants to see you. Come here, man. Up right here. Yeah. See, there's a dog. There he is. What's hey, look right there. See?
Wow,
Hey,
he is getting so
You
big.
see him?
Hi, Puppy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi, Red.
Look right there. Look right there.
Hey,
What's up, Red?
Red.
A cookie?
Red
He's
says,
getting so
"That's my
big,
cookie."
man.
His
Yeah.
head's bigger than your head, dude. What the hell? He's huge.
He's every bit of 70 pounds now.
Oh,
Jeez.
that big yawn. Oh, goodness.
10 months old. His feet are like 4 inches in diameter.
Wow.
He's a big dog. He's super smart, man.
He's so
We're
cute.
learning how to groom these type of dogs because we've never had a dog that you actually had to groom or you had
Okay.
problems.
Yeah.
We've had dogs that shed a lot, but he got like mats behind his ears and stuff. So I had to
Sure.
watch some YouTube videos on how to get those out.
You
Buy
say
the
he
right kind of
you sheds a lot. So what do you do when he sheds? Because I got a beagle that sheds a lot.
I think all dogs pretty much shed a lot, but
Yeah.
no, he would get like mats below his ears and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But no, I watch some YouTube videos and there's certain type of brushes that you can buy to help
Right.
get those out.
Yeah.
And then I have the Furminator brush, which is basically a brush that's made for getting a deep fur out. And when
Right.
you use that and you use it right, you'll fill up a Walmart bag full of fur in an hour. In 20 or 30 minutes of using this brush, you'll fill up a Walmart bag just full of fur.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a couple of those because my Max, he shed. Yeah, and you almost had to keep him, brush him every day because he would shed so bad, and like you were saying, they would get matted so quick, and especially by the ears and stuff. So my granddaughter is actually she's a groomer in San Diego, so I would always call her and say, what kind of brushes do I get from PetSmart? And she would tell me, what to use and stuff. So yeah, that's good. Doing good. He looks really good. He's a pretty boy.
Oh man.
Okay. This is all yours, Sean? Your
Yeah,
site?
I got a bunch of ones that I haven't uploaded apparently.
Okay.
This saying right here is hilarious.
Which one?
I'm pretty confident my last will be, well, crap, that didn't work.
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
That is
Yeah.
good.
Lots of
That's
stuff,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool
So
shirt.
here are some that I have. So we got this, and I got a whole bunch. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Maybe next week, I don't know. Maybe next week and do like a spinny wheel or something again and just give away a shirt or something.
You got a lot of hats, Linda.
Fun.
How about we give away a cowboy hat, a cowgirl hat?
Yeah.
Give away what? Oh no.
Ain't gonna happen, huh?
Can you see these that I'm popping up here or no?
Yeah.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, well, I see.
Yeah, they don't come up really good because these are, t-shirt pings. So they don't really show up when you just open them up.
Oh, okay.
It's just a great box.
Like I got this one so I can, put different things on it. Different
Click
.com.
on it and okay.
We got these right here where I can put whatever I want. I mean, these are all my designs that I own. So
They
if you,
almost look like magnets.
Change it to this one right here, go up in the middle of the menu. You see the 4 squares?
4 squares.
Yeah, at the very top says t-shirt designs, and in the middle, at the very top of that window. Yeah, and then over to to keep going to the right. Right.
I don't know what you want.
You're going, yeah, you're in the right. See the little 1, 2, 3, 4 icons there in the top middle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I'm
Go,
talking
go up higher.
higher.
There's
On the
nothing
top.
higher.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Almost there, man.
Hold on, I need to look to see, what it looks like on.
Yeah, you were almost in the right. Oh,
You're like, you were so close.
Yeah, let's play hot and cold. Hot, cold, hot, cold.
cold, warmer, cold, cold, cold,
Cold,
Hey,
freezing,
cold.
freezing.
Dang.
Let me go back to, the version that you can see real quick on streaming.
I like that one that says, I love PPG, PNG. I love that design. That's cool. That makes a cool magnet. Right.
Hey, there's some questions in the chat about who's going to be on the show soon.
Oh yeah, Linda, go ahead and tell them what we got going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, so far it's in the works for November. We're trying to wind down October. So November 1st, we still got, that's open. We'll figure that out. But November 8th, we got Rob Condella is going to be with us November 8th. And then November 15th, I got Jared Kaplan. I got him for November 15th. And we're going to try to get Cole Parson on sometime, maybe in November. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he was under the weather. So yeah, we got a few guests in the works. So we'll see how this all rolls out. I'm pretty excited. I pretty much keep in contact with them and just say, hey, can't wait to see you, and keep them up on it, because guys get so busy and then they kind of forget, like, oh, that's right. So yeah. And then I messaged Sean 100 times today, let him know what's going on. And
And I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that I do not get back with you right away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so busy.
I noticed that. Duh.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
kidding. No,
I'm such a jerk.
I just make sure I get it, because Monday's like, Monday's show day. And so I want to make sure that I got everything, we have our ducks in a row for the night. Because I'm the PR, that's how I roll. So there you go. That's what's going on, guys. And people in the chat. It should be a pretty good November. And any of my panel, you've got somebody in mind, don't be shy, just ask them and get them on the show. Have a good time. Keep these Mondays rocking, right?
It's,
Doing
I know.
good.
I mean, I
Doing
cannot
awesome. What
believe it.
number show is this tonight?
This is 93. So November 1st will be 94.
Okay.
Hey, you're coming up the list too on the in the podcast world for aviation podcast. I saw that.
Yeah, we are definitely moving up on
Yeah.
iTunes, which is really cool. I mean,
See, we get a cheerleader. There, you get a cheerleader. That's
we're
pretty
just
cute.
98, let's see, 99, 100. So December 13th is going to be our episode 100 if we don't miss any between now and then.
Okay, cool.
Hot Butter
Okay.
Steve wants to know what your hourly rate is, Linda.
I know. Exactly.
I guess that's for cheering, right?
Yeah.
So
That's right. Yep. Like I said, Robert tells me I always tell him PR is payroll, but he tells me I'm public relations.
yeah.
So we go back and forth on that. No, it's all good.
It's really amazing. We're coming up on season 3 of PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast, ClearPropTV, and paratalk.org. Unbelievable. When I first started this, it was just pretty much, I just wanted to, get more involved, meet more people in the paramotor community. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do a little podcast. I mean, I honestly thought to myself that I'll never beat, these other people that are out there, as I never thought, it's like a contest. And a lot of podcasters back when I first wanted to get into it back in
Sure.
2018 and And there was a couple, but not a lot. There's only a few people that continued it all the way up till now. And now we got even more people. You know, we got Shane that wanted a podcast, and we got, Flying Flamingo Jade wanted a podcast. We still got Robert Michaels. What is he up to, by the way? He's been on for a long time. I mean, I listened to him before I even flew.
Yeah. Well, I think you started flying, I think in 2017. So I'm going to pick his brain, like what year his first, when he first had his very first show. I saw a couple of videos on his first show, and it's just like, he has come so far, and the show's just taken off, and it's awesome. I watch all the shows every night, and I cheer everybody on, and I think it's cool. I'm seeing, I watch Jade's show, and it keeps getting bigger, and that's how it goes. That's how it starts. We're all in this together, and it's not about who's better than who.
Yeah, everybody something. Yeah, everybody just brings something new.
Yeah.
One of the people that I really like listening to back in the day when he was first doing podcast. Remember who was doing podcast back in 2018, 2019 arena, the era? Anthony Vella.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he has the voice of God. He is really amazing, and I really wish that he would continue doing podcasts.
Did you notice that the gal, the lady, her last name was Vella, that was on Flamingo Jade's podcast last week?
Yeah.
She has that sultry voice as well. Wow, it was so beautiful just listening to her. And I that's who I thought of, was Anthony. I was thinking, man, they got the same kind of sultry voice. I'd love to hear her do a podcast.
She's you're talking about Rain. That's
yes.
Yeah, that was a good show. Yeah, I learned a lot on that too. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, everybody seemed to enjoy that, but I think it's fun sometimes to, I kind of want to go back to like our first, like when our show started, like how many guests, what guests we had on in the early days and stuff, and maybe sometime bring them back just to like a reunion thing or something, bring them back to, when they started.
Go back to episode 29. That dude was pretty cool.
I agree. Episode 29 was the coolest.
Wow, that sounds so familiar. Let me see. Who could it have been?
I think that's a great idea, Linda. You should definitely do that.
Oh, how about for our 100th episode?
Yeah, how far are we? You said this is our 90 something?
Oh, yeah. So December 13th will be our 100th episode if we don't miss it.
Oh, really?
So maybe on our 100th episode, we bring some people back that might want to just hang out. Aaron I said, he misses Vella's podcast too.
I think we should do it. December 13th. I'm going to mark that on the calendar. I got calendars all over the place, but December 13th, 100th episode.
Hopefully. Crossing our fingers that we don't, miss one. Hot Brother Steve said, I really want to do a mystery Paramotor 3000 show. Where it's just silhouettes talking crap, watching YouTube videos. Oh my God, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paramotor, mystery Paramotor 3000. That we got to figure out a way of doing that. That would be cool.
See, yeah, we got to pick Steve's brain then, because he'd be like the producer, gets all these. Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be hiring interns for our show, and.
Well, you are an intern because you're not paid. My goodness, that would be cool. Wow, we're actually coming up on 9 o'clock. I was only expecting like maybe an hour show, but it just kept on flowing. Everything's just really fun to talk about paramotors and stuff. So any other stories or anything else that you might want to talk about? If not, we can call it an evening and go hang out with our significant others or our dog or.
No, this was good. I just remember when I first started the show with you guys, I was like, I was so excited, but I was so nervous.
What episode did you join us the first time? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I have no idea.
Well,
Which one was it?
Brian.
How do you even look that up?
Brian remembers his.
It's one of those great life defining, changing moments that you can never forget when you get invited to Sean Symons'
That's true.
PPG Grandpa
That's true.
podcast show. And yeah.
Life defining, yes.
Jim,
I've had many life defining moments.
Jim, when was the first time you jumped on our show? Do you remember?
No, I do not. Probably
It seems like
around
yesterday,
50.
Jim. It seems like yesterday.
I know.
It does. Yeah.
What season did you jump on?
Well, it was definitely this season.
Oh my goodness. I always have such a good time.
It was definitely this year.
Will Fly said to tell y'all goodbye. He lost electricity.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
That sucks. Sorry, dude. Well, glad you joined us and you hung out with us. And how about we say goodbye before we all just lose electricity and drop out?
Sounds good.
All right.
Fun, guys.
Caller, go ahead and you start. Tell us where we can find you on the internet and your shenanigans and fun stuff.
Who?
What?
Brian Haybale Waller.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the Brian part. My bad. Yeah, so I'm Brian Haybell Waller. They call me Haybell because, well, you have to go back and watch the videos for that part. But no, man, I've had a good time on this show. We've been doing it for over a year. I've been part of something like 70 episodes. We've had a lot of good guests. And even when we don't have a guest like tonight, we still have fun and talk about paramotors.
Okay.
So it's a good place to be on Monday nights. So come join us every time. We'll be here.
Every time.
Check me out on YouTube, ppgbrian.com.
Yeah, ppgbrian.com. Don't forget to plug yourself.
Never do.
and of course, paramomusa.com, Linda Anderson.
That's right. Yep, paramomusa.com. And you can catch me every day of the week on the chat, pretty much. Hanging out with all my chatters. And then on Thursday night, you can catch me on the after show on paraglidingtalk.com with Robert Michael. And like I said, it's a great show. We have learned lots of things, and yeah, that's it. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's all I have to say. Because I'm so excited and overwhelmed tonight. The show
So
was fun.
excited. Just can't hide it.
That's right.
And also, Mr. Jim from Canada A.
Hey.
Yeah, you can catch me on my YouTube channel, careppg.com, and see what I'm up to at these particular times with the paramotoring. I'm loving it and loving sharing it with you guys. So if you like it, please subscribe, please like, and comment, because I love seeing the comments.
And hit that bell notification, right?
That bell.
That sounds good too.
That bell.
Really. Don't forget to plug yourself.
I gotta remember that next time on the next show. I have one of those little bells. So see, when you say to hit that bell, I go.
Yeah. Yeah, do that on tomorrow's show. Tomorrow's show is
Okay.
you can find PPG Lear, ppglear.com. He's helping Shane in between Shane's show. So I think they're just kicking back, relaxing, talking about paramotors and what have you. So Tuesday nights, ppglear.com. And don't forget, on Wednesday nights, go over and check out paramotorgirl.com. That's paramotorgirl.com. Hey, Will, I guess you got electricity back.
Welcome back.
Oh, he must have fired up the generator.
Come back, come back.
It's always good to have your generator.
Oh.
Actually, I was done talking. That's how I normally end a conversation.
I'm done. Click.
It just like leaves the building. Yeah, I've
And
done that before. Sometimes I'm like, okay, goodbye.
hey, you know what we could do, Will? Maybe we can do a PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast, ClearPropTV, paratalk.org one Monday over on your channel.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Kind
on
of
your channel.
maybe kind of break it up a little bit, put these on different channels and stuff like that,
Yeah,
That'd be a cool idea.
yeah.
Yeah, just blow everybody's minds away. It's like, where the hell do we go to see tonight's show?
Yeah.
ClearPropTV.com.
I know, right? Hey, so anyways, well, we're heading on out. We're calling it a night. So let everybody know how to get up with you and your crazy shenanigans.
Who?
You will.
Oh, yeah. You can
Yeah.
find me on YouTube, Will Fly, or willflyppg.com.
My internet is not the best tonight. Like I said, people are watching Netflix and they're streaming, and we're doing this live show. So I'm really
I
surprised.
think it went great. It was
Yeah.
great.
I'm surprised that there's any internet at all. I'm just really glad that's working. Let's check the chat real quick. Is there
Okay.
anybody in the chat that said anything that wants us to answer, or are they just saying goodbye? Mark Marzano said, I'm on a power trip. Yep, he's got his blue wrench. He's definitely power tripping tonight.
Yep.
Putting everybody in timeout. All right, that's good.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right, had to block somebody tonight, he said.
What you mean we could block somebody if we got a blue wrench?
You got a
Damn, I
blue
didn't know
wrench.
that.
You can block people. Maybe I
With
should.
great power comes great
There's nobody in
responsibility.
this chat I would want to block, by the way. But
You can
Yeah.
remove them too. You can hit remove. Woo! Put user in timeout.
Remove them from the building.
You can hide them from this channel.
Can 86 them off the chat. Holy moly, this is
Wow. Stephen Goodpaster's in the house. What's up, bud? Glad you made it.
Steve?
Who else has been in here? Mark Rogers. Howdy, howdy. Walter from Australia, upside down and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Walter
my
says,
God.
"Will who?"
Willow.
I'm
That's
like,
that's a
yeah,
compliment. That's kind of like a Tucker who.
Pretty much. I mean, everybody knows that Will Fly, PPG guy.
Is the man.
G guy.
Now, I'll tell you who everybody knows is Brian Haybale Waller.
That is true. He is, I think, the most popular guy on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I seen his subscriber numbers and my subscriber numbers. I know better. Nah, man, it's a great community. I'm glad y'all seem to like to have me here, and I like being here. So
Absolutely.
it's all good.
You better. Gosh, I'd be sad if you just like disappeared. I'm like, what happened to Brian? Where's the Hazel? I'd be crying and whining. And you'd be like,
He
all
took off his-
right, okay, I'm coming back.
One day I'll fly off to the wild blue yonder, but not tomorrow.
Oh no, please, not tomorrow. Yeah. Okay.
I think Brian needs to pick up the Friday night slot and do his own podcast. The Brian Haybill Waller Holler.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. I am perfectly content with jumping on your show on Mondays, man. I don't need my own show. I have a good time, and you are a good leader for this pack. So we appreciate you organizing it all, take care of everything, man. And as long as I can jump on here and just ramble and have fun, I'm gonna be a big part of it.
Couldn't do it without you guys. So I'm nothing without you guys. Trust me, I'm nothing. I'm just an old grandpa flying a freaking paramotor talking Monday nights. So without you guys, this is really nothing.
Oh,
But,
it's cool. You know, I have to say, you never know what effect you have on people, whatever. And then Mark McElroy, I think we were on Jade's show, and he made a comment about when I invited him as a guest on our show. And that was the early days too, pretty much. And he really didn't, what's really cool is he said, he brought my name up and stuff because he really didn't know anybody from the paramotor community, right? And once he got on the show and checked everything out and we all started hanging out, all of a sudden it's just like within a year, you know, we have all this para family. He's got all this paramotor family now.
Yeah.
And it just, that really touched me. I thought, you sometimes you don't know, you know, how it's going to affect that person and just like, you know, when I started finally getting into all this with you guys and with Robert's show, yeah, your life's a journey. That's right.
Enjoy every moment.
Yep. And I'm kind of like the same way, you know, I started getting more interested in what Robert was doing and getting on his shows, and pretty soon, you know, here we are. And we got all these people doing podcasts and everything. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty
Yep.
cool.
If you don't get to go to our live show, what we've been doing is we've been rebroadcasting Shane's show and Eric's show and Flying Flamingo Jade's show. So if you search on iTunes or your favorite audio podcasting app, if you search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast or just Paramotor Podcast, we actually pop up. You know, just add us, and the bonus episodes that we put in between these shows are Eric, Shane's, and Jade's show. So it's not just my show. It's, you know, you got 4 shows you get to listen to throughout the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, when Robert sends me a link, you know, I make sure I get it out to everybody that I can.
Why doesn't Robert
Thursdays?
Why doesn't Robert do his audio podcast on iTunes anymore?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I can ask him though, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with all that, the iTunes stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I used to listen to him on iTunes because it's easy for me to listen to podcasts than to actually go to a regular show. And I notice that he doesn't upload to audio podcasts anymore.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You said we have a podcast too?
What?
Whoa, man, really?
What?
That's how I first found you, Sean. It's from the podcast, driving home from a long weekend. So, yeah, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how I found you too.
Joe
So
decided. I knew we had a
think-
podcast. And
iTunes and podcasts are the same.
Yeah, you can go to paratalk.org, http://www.paratalk.org. Enter. I just put it in the chat. So if you click that, that will actually take you over to our audio podcast. And you'll see the last one was bonus episode 15, Girls Just Want to Fly.
Wow.
that's awesome. What once again boiling down to you being a good leader, man. I mean, not only are these going out after the fact of live stream on YouTube, but you're putting them on different type of podcast platforms. So, I mean, the show wouldn't be possible without what you're doing, man. So appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much. I'm just trying to get the word out there, just like everybody else. You know, we're just trying to say, hey, did you know that there is a flying machine that is just a backpack that has a propeller and you can go fly? You don't need an N number. You don't need, expensive training. You don't need a hangar at the airport. Everything goes in your trunk. Even if you have a Prius, you can put everything in the back of your Prius. And we got Smart Car Brian that puts everything on the back of his smart car.
No, he breaks it down. It goes inside the smart car, bro.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he have a video of that?
You should.
Probably. I'm sure Skinny Chef Shane's got some video of it, but yeah, I've been to several fly-ins with him now. And he pulls up in his little red smart car. And he opens up the doors and starts pulling out pieces and putting it together. And then about 20 minutes later, he's flying. So
That's
pretty cool.
Wow. That is crazy talk.
Brian's a piece of work. I like Brian. A lot of fun.
Hey, which Brian are you talking about now? Come on now.
Smart car, Brian.
The work.
Smart car, Brian. Yeah, little red car. That's where those stickers. That's where I first saw those Eat Sleep paramotor stickers.
Yep.
God, I got so many stickers. I wish I could put them someplace that they wouldn't come off my car. You know, it's like I go through the car wash and half of them come off.
Really?
I
Yeah.
have to take a picture of my sticker wall and show it to you. Inside my camper where I cook, I have an area of the wall I wanted to protect from grease stains and stuff like that. So I put a piece of plexiglass there when I first bought the camper, and it has turned into a sticker platform. So
That's what I need
Yeah.
in my
got quite a
paramotor
few.
facility. Yeah, I need to make a wall just for stickers and stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I was going to put down the Paralife sticker, you know, on my wall. So Mark McElroy from ParalifePPG.com gave me one of those big ones, right? And I'm like, I could put this on my window, right? So I put it on my window, right? I put it on the back window. It looks awesome. Well, then he gave me another one to put on the wall. And I'm like, I could put this on the other side of my car. So no matter which way you are looking at the left side or the right side of my car, you'll see a big old Paralife PPG on my car. It's pretty fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you're addicted. You got the bug.
I got the bug, man.
That's the bug.
The Parabug.
The parabug.
Don't get in the
Parabug.
paramotors and change your life for
I
the
like
better
that.
forever.
Yep, the Parabug.com. No, I didn't buy
There's
that.
there's another shirt. You got the parabug.
.com. Did we lose Will again? We lost Will again.
Oh, again.
Well, like he said, you know, when I'm done, I just hit end. I'm done. That's it.
Like
And it is, and it is almost 9
Okay.
o'clock. And it is almost 9 o'clock. So you guys, thank you very much for joining us. We got 13 people watching. It really dropped down a lot. Obviously, after 2 hours of talking, it's about time to go, right? Use a company that makes vinyl. Jim, you use vinyl, right?
I sure do.
So I guess I need some good vinyl stickers. I might
Yeah,
have
there's various grades.
I might have to
and
contact you. How do I contact you if I want to get some good vinyl stickers made?
CarePP.com.
If I want to see you flying paramotors and your shenanigans, how do I go to find you?
CarePPG.com.
That is really cool. Man, it's brilliant. Just brilliant. So Care PP, what does PP mean in Care PP?
Printing and publishing, nothing else.
Care Printing and Publishing.
Yes.
And what does PPG mean on the CarePPG.com?
Powered paragliding.
Awesome. See, everybody's learning something new.
Hey, very good, Jim. You
All
get an A plus.
Thank you, Linda.
No, he doesn't get an A. He gets a PPG.
I would be like, oh,
I was born with A.
A.
that's right. That's right.
So Fonzie A is different than Canada A. A?
Yeah,
All right.
spelled differently.
Spelled
Yeah.
differently. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Any words of wisdom before we say goodbye to everybody?
No, I just want to acknowledge that Aaron was here to the end to listen to all of the rambling. He said it in the chat. Good job, sir.
Love you, Aaron.
Aaron I, the paramotor guy.
That's my favorite chatter. Love you, Aaron. Whoop, whoop.
I thought I was your favorite chatter.
I
What's
just-
up, Aaron?
when the shows, when I see the shows were gonna come on, I always tag Aaron remind him of the shows on the Facebook.
Aaron
He's on
I.
my list he's on my list of peeps that I tag so they can watch. Don't forget to watch the show. So,
Yeah, I think his tagline should be the paramotor guy. Aaron I, the paramotor guy.
Aaron, the para guy. That's right.
No, paramedic.
Not like you have a choice or anything, Aaron. I mean, that is your name. It's
Paramedic
been
guy.
assigned.
It's a sign. You're a paramotor guy, Aaron.
That's right. That's right.
Pretty cool, actually.
I know.
I love all my chatters. That's all I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
hey guys, I'm on Bell.
What?
Time to go.
Hey,
Go ahead,
I got a bail. What?
Yeah.
All right.
Catchphrase, trademark.
It is. So, but I can still make a shirt, right? That says, "Hey, I got a bail."
Hey, yeah.
Hey, I already did. You saw that, right?
So if you want some shirts, we can go to where can we go?
I
TV?
love ppg.com. I love ppg.com.
I love CPG.com.
We'll be uploading some new designs here very shortly. But thank you guys very much. And we'll see you tomorrow, ppglear.com, Wednesday, paramotorgirl.com, and Thursday.
Paragliding talk. Talk.
Awesome. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks for watching.
Hey,
We'll see you
love you
next
guys.
time.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Hi.
Have fun.
Peace out.